Hi, welcome to Tennis Treasures. My name is Rich Jacks, and it's our mission to help expedite your specific tennis goal. And it doesn't matter if it's to make more money on the ATP Tour or if it's to win a free ride, tennis scholarship. We are here for you. Those are the two key aspects. There's one other, and that is to get both free ride scholarship and also get the WTA or ATP, winnings as well. And players have done that. They've gone to college first and then gone over to the tennis pro circuit, ATP, people I'm thinking of specifically, Jack Sock and a bunch of others. So let's get started. Today's topic is, you guessed it, error on the side of caution. I'm going to double check my notes occasionally because I want to make sure I stay on point and don't overlook something. In fact, let me play it really safe. Use my hourglass, which is only a 10-minute hourglass, because I like to work quickly, right to the point, and 10 minutes is a good time because you want to get in and out and take care of business. Okay, that's the way we want to do it too. So let's get started. Turn it over. I'll keep an eye on it. Error on the side of caution. That doesn't mean what it sounds like it means. I don't want you playing super safe and just not being aggressive. You don't want to be a grandmother or grandfather on the court, just keeping it in play. No. In fact, we had three key gears to choose from, frankly. One of them is SA, then we got CA, and then we got F as in Frank A. All those are three different gears. The slowest one, the one that's most cautious, the one that we're talking about today is SA. And that's what I'll talk about. When we talk at Tennis Treasures, it's always a code. That's just the way we work. I mean, you want to be that way, actually, especially if you got one of your inner circle people yelling out to you while you're playing in an important match. You want it to be covert. So if they say, SA, you know what they're talking about. They don't know. Nobody else knows but you and your inner circle. Perhaps some team members as well. So, continuing from there, let me see my notes. All right, here we go. SA. It's error on the side of caution, and you use it at times that you need it. It's almost like driving a convertible sports car in a race, but you're not in an oval. You're going through terrain and around mountains and over down to valleys, and then you got straightaways. So you got treacherous turns occasionally where you have to play a different style. Now we're talking about colors, if you know your colors or not. Red, yellow, green, and what's a double green mean? All that kind of stuff. Code, but most of your coaches know about the colors. That's nothing new. That's old-fashioned, actually, but it's good for you because it helps you to reduce your unforced errors, and that's a big deal. That's what we're talking about, SA. What does SA stand for? I'm going to tell you that. I can't tell you about the other two speeds, but I'm going to tell you about that one. SA stands for safe aggression. So, absorb that real quick. That means, yes, you're doing both. Playing safe, which means you're keeping down your unforced errors, and at the same time, you're playing aggressive. You're looking for bright green lights or double green light. You can discern which one is which in your own way. But we have our way too if you don't have a process like that. We'll show you that during the goal package. Right now, we want to give you bits and pieces of all these different parts of the goal package so you get a feel for the depth of knowledge that we bring to the table. You need to know where we're coming from. So that's a big deal to us, a big deal to you. All right, so here we go. We want to talk about a few key components here. But safe aggression is making errors, but in a safe way. If you have to make errors, you made them because your opponent was aggressive and you couldn't help it. I mean, because you're not making many unforced errors. You're playing that safe aggression, the SA style. And in fact, there are times when you want to play SA like important points. Not all important points, but some you want to consider SA. That way, your opponent gets stressed out, nervous, antsy, with anxiety, etc., while you're still playing it cool, keeping the ball in play, following your game plan. Okay, now there's times when you have to go beyond SA into CA and to FA. But you got to know when to do that. It's almost like managing your speeds, like in a sports car race. You got to know how to manage the terrain. So this is what we mean by error on the side of caution. Okay, my hourglass is good. I'm just checking it out. That's all I see. Okay, I'm good. I'm straight. Now, so back to the colors. Green, that means, yeah, you're swinging out. You're in full flight. The ball's bouncing on the court where you want it to be. Yellow, that means, oh, they're pushing you back. They're hitting deep shots. So you got to still hit on the rise, but that's all right. You're fine. You're good. Just as long as you don't try to get too aggressive on the yellows. Just like it sounds. It's a little cautious. And then the reds, well, they're moving you around a little too much, or they hit a really good shot. And that means you usually, not always, don't try for winners at that time, or don't try to be overly aggressive at that time. But there are occasions when you're supposed to be counter-punching in an aggressive way, but not often. So you got to know yourself. And that's part of the secret here. All right, so you got that under your belt. Let's see, let me check my notes. Okay, one thing that's important in this, we got 5 key pillars that allows you, they're like prerequisites, allows you to not just win matches, win tournaments. Now, we talk about it on another video, so hopefully you can discover that other videos did the same source, Tennis Treasures. And on that video, these 5 key components or prerequisites are invaluable. You got to have them. They're the columns built into bedrock of what makes you who you are. You got to have that kind of surety, that kind of confidence, knowing that you got these 5 key components down. One of them is number 3, is being mentally pliable. And that's a big deal. It sounds like, no, I'm mentally flexible. We have different concepts and ideas. We have a new approach. For example, when you work with us in the gold package, and I wrote a list down here just to be sure I don't overlook it, because these are just some of the components, not all of them, but we talk about things like the gears that you heard about today. And then we talk about the styles. You got style 1, style 2, style 3. Then we want to introduce 2 more styles, makes 4 and 5. A play, this is where you morph. One of our videos talks about that, how to win important matches. Then we go into other things like strategies, tactics, formulas. This is military campaign stuff here. You know, when I'm talking about codes, I'm talking about, okay, let's make sure you do the LPSP. That's chapter 7, the military campaign. You know, or that's not happy. You know, satisfied that, let's do a D5, D3, or an R&R, or a B&B. All of these are specifics. And that's just a few of them. And we got, so like I said, strategies, tactics, formulas. And then you have a variety, listen to this, of, well, I might as well tell you like it is, traps. We train you to set traps for your opponent. They don't know you're setting a trap. They don't understand what you're talking about, but you know what they're talking about. So yeah, we show you how to set traps, and it works, especially at important times. And that's part of the plan. Not only are you cool and calm and handling business like you should, but you have a plan. And that plan is to set a specific trap. And we have some goodies to share with you. Yeah. And then what else am I missing? Setting traps. I guess there's one more. I can't think of it, what it is. Oh, yes. I know. SWs. It's another big leverage move. If you don't have SWs, I mean, it's going to be a harder job for you. You can still get it done. But our motto is to work smarter versus harder. So yes, you want your SWs in place. What's that stand for? Secret weapons. That's in one of the videos that we created already. It's available to you. Look it up. So, secret weapons, setting traps, strategy, tactics, formulas, on and on and on. You know, your gears to choose from. S1, I mean, not just that, your styles. S1, S2, S3, and then your gears. You know, SA, and then CA, and FA. All these are options that you have and don't realize you have. Okay. It's exciting. I'm trying to tell you, you've got more leverage than you realize, but you have to be trained on this part. And this part isn't just, okay, I'm going to stay cool, or yes, I'm going to plan that. It's deeper than that. It's layers deep, like I've just described. So, whoops. All right, there I go. Going too far. So, with that in mind, let's wrap it up here. If you want to ask questions about the gold package, that's right, it's our tennis camp from home, and it's long. It's not 1 month, it's 6 months of training. That's how much time you need to cover this 12-chapter book. This person is David Ferreira. Why is he on the front cover? Because he did what we want you to do. He used his mind and he found a niche in his skill set that made him $30 million playing tennis. And he's not in the top 10 or top 5. He's not anybody that the media recognizes. He stayed under the radar. Boom, boom, boom. What are you waiting for? You've got choices. We back engineer the best tennis players on the planet. So we know something, quite a bit of something, and we want to share that information with you. I would not be surprised if someone reached out to me who is a multimillionaire in the tennis circuit and asks if they could buy me out because they don't want these secrets exposed. I would be not surprised. We've done so much research, we know what we know, but we want to share it with those who deserve it. That's all. So anyway, if you want to leave a message with us, then email us. Go down to the description and reach out to us. There's a link right there for you. And email us and see, if we're a fit for you to go into our camp. It might be the perfect time, or it may be too soon. Or maybe your goal isn't either one of those two that we talked about. Maybe it's not to make money on the tour, or maybe it's not to win a free ride scholarship. It's up to you. But we're here for some of you who need those, who want to financially either save money, which is money saved is money earned, or to make money on the pro tour, male or female. We are here for you. So, with that in mind, carry on, keep up the good work, and I'll talk to you in the next video.